Oh, that is dropping.
That's off. Whoa!
Cause he ain't put a hand up.
Too
Still on
wide,
white.
bro. What the?
That's still.
He said that he is my damn man's, but he switched on me like a transformer. He ain't changed. Nigga, you gon' get your ass changed. Don't get your ass with hey. Had to run my damn bands up. Mama couldn't tell me anything. I was a mess.
Hit that like button fast for good luck. What's going on, people? It's your man OG. I got a special video here for y'all right now. If you really care about 2K, if you're really wondering why whites are in NBA 2K20, OG Almighty is here to explain it to you guys so you can understand why they are in the game. And this is the perfect gameplay. I just hopped on with some randoms, and guess what? In this one gameplay, you are going to see how whites work. No matter if you are good, no matter if you are trash, it is still going to be the same thing that it has always been. A white. Now we're going to get deep into this because you guys have to understand why a white even exists in a basketball game. You feel that if you are a NBA player, you got all these badges that are Hall of Fame, you feel that you should be rewarded when you are wide open to knock down that shot and hit that green. But understand this, if that was actually real, let's say if that mindset was to actually be real, and that's what 2K gave us, right? Everybody will be able to shoot just because they have the badges and just because they have the stats. It doesn't matter. As long as you're wide open, we're going to give you that green. See, this is what people want. And 2K is starting to realize, like, hey, is our shooting system kind of easy? And don't get me wrong, when you don't have to deal with any lag, ping issues, or just delay because you're playing on a big TV, a big monitor, a big screen, or anything like that, you will start to realize how simple it is to actually shoot in 2K. It's very easy. Once you get good and you understand the basic concepts of shooting, you start to realize how easy it is. Now, let's explain, OG, when it gets hard to shoot greens. And that's when you are playing against good players. Understand, every game, Fortnite, Call of Duty, down to any game, Apex, any game, Uno, Monopoly, no. But listen, any game that has an online multiplayer is always going to have a section and a group of sweaties, tryhards, who follow a meta. And that meta alone allows them to have an advantage over new and upcoming players. And if you don't think that a company understands this, this is why whites are in 2K. Allow me, OG, to tell you guys the truth. They understand that there are good elite players, demons, whatever you want to call yourselves. They understand you guys exist. See, just because you don't get the responses and they don't tell you directly that yes, we make these changes, yes, we want to bring back affiliations, yes, we want to do this, you guys are just left to make up your own reasons. Understand, the casual player that doesn't have that much stick skill, he doesn't have that much IQ, he just wants to really play 2K and have fun and enjoy his build, he cannot make a green on me unless he gets lucky. And 9 times out of 10, me being a good player, an experienced player, I know I'm going to win. I know what I have to do to clamp him up to make him not even shoot a good shot. Every shot he's shooting is contested and it's a bad shot. Now you have to think about that. There's many good players that can do the same thing, that can go out there and clamp a rookie, an easy guy. And guess what that does? It takes people away from 2K. That's just the sad truth about it. When they're getting on the game and they're not seeing real life basketball, they're seeing a meta in front of their face, meaning they're seeing a guard left, right, screen, green, this certain type. They're just seeing that only. They don't want to play 2K no more because you can clamp them up and they can't even make a shot. And it's not even like that at times. Sometimes they're not realizing they're not playing the game properly. They're not creating enough space before they shoot that shot, let alone not even know how to time their shot and when to release it. Not understanding bases. Some people don't even understand bases. They still use a jump shot because it's their favorite player. There's people out there in the world like that, and that's what you guys need to understand. The park community is just a park community. Understand that. There's people that just get on the game and they want to run the park and have an experience and see their player do good. But when they play against sweaties, it doesn't work. So what's my point? After hearing all that, what you would think is rambling, it wasn't. It's my point to say this. Whites allow noob players to enjoy the game more. Think about it. When they hit a white, when they hit a few whites, it keeps a player in there. Think about if you couldn't hit a shot at all. This is what people truly want in 2K. They want for the game to be where if you can't shoot and you can't time your shot right, you don't make a shot. And think about it. Think about how elite you are at defense. Imagine if you're playing great elite defense all the time. A player won't make a shot. Even if imagine a noob at a starter level, he won't be able to make a shot past that. So a white is in the game to balance it out, for them to hit it, to feel good about themselves. Really, that's the truth. That's why a white exists. And a white still exists because if you're wide open, right, and you shoot a shot, depending on how close you got to that window, 2K will allow you to make that shot. Because they still have to give you that random sense of feel. They can't just have it to where you can make your shots or you can miss. They can't just have it like that. They have to throw in those whites so you can have those randoms like, what, he made that? And then your emotions is up and then it's making the game even more intense and then you're just complaining about it. But it's a problem that they're not going to take out of their game in none of the 2Ks and in none of the upcoming 2Ks. Full bar whites are always going to be a shot that can potentially go in. Full bar and half bar whites, there's a percentage on it and it can go in. That's like 2K saying, you know what, we want to make this game like real life. Look how much whites this guy has shot. Bang, another white. Please, have y'all been paying attention to the gameplay? Another white. But he's wide open. So you guys got to understand the logic 2K is trying to put behind their system. You guys got to understand it. They want it still to be that balance in the game. They still want that player to be like, okay, my player can hit some whites here and there. My player, at least he makes those sometimes. Look at that guy that just shot. You can tell he don't make no shots in the park. He don't. He don't. He probably be happy as hell when he gets a green. And that's my point, people. If you don't think there's players out there that's like that, if you don't think there's millions of players out there, millions, how you think all these YouTubers are getting these views? There's millions of people out there that don't know shit about 2K. See, I'm wise enough to understand that. This is why I teach the way I teach. Because I realize there's people that don't understand or have the skill that I have. So I got to treat them as in, they won't understand much. So they have to start learning the basics so they can even get to a certain level of understanding. The whites are not going nowhere. You can eliminate whites. Some whites are just lucky. And then at that, you got to look at it as in it's like a crazy game winner shot that somebody hit. That's how you got to look at it sometimes. It just happened. Because they're always going to be there. You can eliminate whites. You can play good defense enough to where he just shoots an air ball. Bang, another white. Count the whites. Some people will be raging off of something like this, but I'm just playing with randoms and just randomly happened. I was like, yo, I really want to make this video showing them how whites are just in the game. They're all full bar whites. He's getting like full bar whites and just barely missing it. So 2K's just rewarding him because he's wide open. So understand, you get a boost off of being wide open, let alone. That's why whites can go in. Understand. 2K's game would look very, very sloppy if you had to time your shot perfectly. I promise y'all. Look at this last shot. He's about to shoot another white. Oh my gosh. How much whites was that? I couldn't even count. Comment down in the comment section below, man. Your man OG wanted to drop this knowledge off to y'all. Positive vibe.